Mod that creates new problems. Number 1. Over-oiling your reusable air filter. Reusable cotton gauze filters from brands like K&N are legitimate products. Here is the mechanism. The MAF sensor in your intake tract uses an extremely fine heated wire filament to measure incoming air volume. The measurement is precise. The filament is delicate. When you apply too much oil to a reusable filter, the excess does not stay in the filter medium. It atomizes into tiny droplets that travel downstream through the intake. Those droplets land on the MAF sensor filament. The filament is now partially coated in oil. The reading it sends to the engine control module is no longer accurate. The engine control module uses that reading to calculate fuel mixture. If the MAF is reading low, the mixture goes rich. If it is reading inconsistently, the fuel trim chases a number that keeps moving. The most common result is diagnostic trouble code P0101, which is a MAF sensor performance code. But here is the part that almost nobody connects. That same MAF signal feeds transmission line pressure, calculations, and shift timing. A contaminated MAF does not just cause engine codes. It causes incorrect shift behavior and can corrupt transmission line pressure management. A customer came in with a 2020 Sierra reporting rough shifts and a check engine light. He had cleaned and reapplied oil to his aftermarket filter 2 weeks earlier. The shop that looked at it first quoted a transmission service at over $700. We cleaned the MAF sensor with a dedicated spray, cleared the code, and road tested it. Shifts were clean. Total cost, about $15.45. The filter was not the problem. The excess oil on the filter was. The fix is not switching to a paper filter. The fix is following the oil application instructions precisely. A light, even coat. Not soaked, not dripping. One thin pass, that is it. Mod that creates new problems. Number 2, cheap lift kits and wrong wheel offsets. When you install a suspension lift and do not correct those angles, you start a timer. The most visible consequence is tire wear. If camber goes too negative after a lift, the inside tread of the front tires wears down, while the outside tread looks new. You are burning through a $300 tire on one edge, while the rest of the tire looks fine. The less visible consequence is steering behavior. Wheel offset that pushes the contact patch too far outboard widens the scrub radius, which makes steering heavier and increases steering component stress. And if caster correction is skipped entirely after a significant lift, some trucks develop what is known as death wobble at highway speed. That is not a minor vibration. That is a loss of steering control event. Budget lift kits from unverified manufacturers carry a higher risk of poor geometry, inadequate material strength, and early bushing failure. Professional alignment after any suspension modification is not optional. It runs $150 to $500 depending on whether you need a standard 4-wheel alignment or a specialized lifted truck alignment. That cost belongs in the budget before the lift kit purchase, not as an afterthought. My take on this: I have no problem with someone lifting their truck. I do it myself. But if the total budget does not include a professional alignment with caster correction at a shop that works on lifted trucks regularly, the project is not done. It is just started and left incomplete. Mod that creates new problems. Number 3, random ECU tuning without supporting upgrades. Aftermarket ECU tuning without corresponding fuel system, cooling, or sensor upgrades can cause drivability issues, check engine lights, and transmission shifting inconsistencies on GMC trucks. A tune bought from a forum recommendation changes the parameters the engine control module uses to manage fuel trim, ignition timing, shift points, and transmission line pressure. A random tune can change the shift pressure tables and thermal management behavior that the transmission depends on. Now, your monitoring upgrade is watching a system that is no longer running factory calibration. Responsible tuning exists. It involves a professional dyno calibration, supporting hardware changes, and documentation of every parameter adjusted. That is a legitimate and often effective upgrade on the right platform. Random file uploads from internet forums are not that. They are a countdown timer on the components you just invested in protecting. And 3 mods to leave alone until you know exactly what you are doing. Over-oiling your reusable filter because the cascade from filter to MAF to transmission shift quality is real, and it is expensive to diagnose if you do not know where to look. Cheap lifts with wrong offsets and no alignment because the geometry debt comes due in tire wear and steering behavior before you even notice it. And random ECU tuning because it undoes the protection work before it ever has a chance to pay off. The best upgrades on this list cost under $100. Most of them cost nothing. But attention. That is the actual upgrade. Pay attention to your truck before it asks you to pay attention with your wallet.